another episode of Lost in Austin. And today we are at my home away from home. You already know it. Today we are shopping at Sam's Club. But listen, today is different. And let me tell you why it's different. Today we are not gigging. We are not shopping for Instacart. Today we are shopping for us. And by us, I mean you and I. So I recently purchased a deep freezer from Walmart. I originally purchased one from Amazon. Tracking showed that it was delivered. It never came. The seller on Amazon suddenly disappeared. It just turned into a whole nightmare. Amazon refunded me though, but it was just a huge inconvenience. So I had to go to Walmart, and I was able to find the deep freezer that I purchased through Amazon on Walmart at pretty much the same price. When after I tried to purchase it a second time on Amazon, miraculously the price had gone up substantially. So if you are one of the people like myself who typically go to Amazon for all of your needs, you really need to stop doing that and start taking a second look at Walmart.com. The app has a lot of different vendors on there, so you'd be surprised at the deals that you're getting on on Walmart versus Amazon. So definitely check them out. So anyhow, after shopping at Sam's Club for tons of other people, it was just time for me, to use all of those mental notes that I've been making along the way as I was shopping for other people and go back and get some goodies for us. So I'm grabbing crab cakes, I'm grabbing burgers, I'm going to grab pretty much everything my heart desires on this trip, and then I'm going to show you guys exactly what we got once we get home. So I will talk to you guys again in the next clip. Alright, so we are almost completed with our shopping trip. This was a Mexican meatloaf that I was asking myself, do I want this or not? I decided I didn't want it, so we left it there. So let's head home and we will begin our haul so I can walk you guys through exactly what I got. So listen, first things first. You're going to see a lot of processed foods here. Yes, I know, okay? Yes, these are processed foods, but these are also foods of convenience. Some days you just simply do not have the time. I wanted things in my deep freezer that if I did not want to cook a full meal, I can go in and grab something that was easy and quick, pop it on the grill, pop it in the microwave, pop it in the oven, and not have to spend too much time or fuss in terms of preparing a meal. So that's why you're going to see a lot of processed foods here. And so what? Listen, you got to pick your poison in this life. And so my poison is processed foods. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I do work out. I don't smoke. So listen, a girl can have a processed food or two, okay? Anyhow, also, just so you know, I wasn't planning on doing a haul today, so my kitchen isn't in presentation shape, but I'm recording this for you guys nonetheless, so don't be judging me, okay? So let's talk a little bit about what we got. We got some beef patties, some hamburger patties from Sam's Club. They are seasoned. There's 40 of them in the box. I believe I paid $39 for those. I also got some Jamaican beef patties. I believe there's 12 in that box, and those were approximately $13. I got the crab cakes, which you guys saw me salivating over while I was in the store. Those were $25 for 6 of those, worth every single cent. Oh, I made those crab cakes. I put some yum yum sauce on the side, and they were yum yum. Okay, so definitely worth the $25. And not full of fillers. There was actual crab meat. You can see it, you can taste it. It was delicious, super satisfying. I got cod fillets. I also got 2 of these Gyro meal kits. I believe the Gyro meal kits were approximately $13 a piece. And you guys will see me later on in this video do a review of that. I also got some turkey bacon, some turkey sausage. I got the new Sam's Club cinnamon rolls. Those were delicious. I have some chicken enchiladas, which I have yet to try. I'll try to remember to do a review on those once I do try those. What else did we get here? I believe we have a box of chicken tenders. We have some Marie Callender's chicken pot pies, which are a staple for me whenever I shop at Sam's Club. We got some battered shrimp, and let's just see here. I forget what else I got. So anyway, while we're waiting for the clip to move on, so I'll tell you guys, my total was approximately $240. So, we got fries. Okay, we got waffle fries. These bootleg Chick-fil-A waffle fries. So my total came to approximately $214, $240. It was a 2 and a 4. So I can't remember if it was 14 or 40, but that was our total for everything that we got here today. And my deep freezer is packed. Okay, there's the receipt there, so you guys get to see how much we spent. So my deep freezer was completely packed. Full of all sorts of goodies, and I don't have any space, so it worked out to our benefit. Alright, so now that we've completed the haul portion, now comes the fun part. Part A, putting it away, and part B is tasting some of the deliciousness that we have secured. So up first on our taste testing mission, which I mentioned earlier, is going to be the crab cakes. I can tell you right now, those crab cakes died a very fast death here in my house. They lasted about a day and a half. You get 6 of them in a box for $25, so it's about $4 and change per crab cake. But listen, I made light work of those crab cakes. The box is already open, as you can see, so even while I was doing the haul, I had already popped them into my air fryer. I put them in there for about maybe 20 minutes on 300 degrees. They were perfect at that temperature and for that amount of time. And then I added some yum yum sauce on the side. And listen, I was beyond satiated, beyond satisfied. I would definitely purchase these again. They may be a little expensive for some people. Like I said, they're $25 for the box. You get a total of 6 in the box, so it's $4 and change per crab cake. So for some people, the bite might not be worth the buck. But if you're a person who loves seafood, a person who loves crab cakes, I highly recommend these. I also love the fact that there's not a lot of filler. These are primarily all crab. So if you're concerned about that, don't be. Alright, you guys, so it is lunchtime around here, and I decided that I wanted to have something for dinner. I could not decide what I wanted at first, but then it dawned on me that during my Sam's Club haul the other day, I grabbed this Gyro, however you choose to pronounce it, kit from Sam's Club. So we are going to give this a taste test. It says here that it makes 6 gyros in 45 minutes, 6 gyros, 6 gyros. Do I really need to keep giving you the variations of the pronunciation in order for people to back up off of me? But anyway, this is what we're going to be having. As you can see, this meal comes with 6 pitas, the gyro meat, the tzatziki sauce, fire feta sauce, not familiar with that, but we're going to try it, feta cheese crumbles, and then I also have some lettuce and tomato here that I'm going to chop up. I'm not a fan of onions, so I will be foregoing the onions, which I know is probably, essential for some of you out there, but I cannot stand onions. Well, I can't stand the texture. I actually love the flavor of onions, so we will be foregoing the onion here today, but this is what we're going to have for dinner. Again, this makes 6 kits. I paid $13.99, I believe, for this at Sam's Club. Now listen, if you eat out and you purchase the Gyro, then you know that it costs $13 for one. So if we're actually able to get 6 gyros out of this, I would be shocked. I sometimes think that they exaggerate the amount that you're able to get from these kits. It feels pretty heavy, so we'll see. But anyway, enough talking. We're going to get this going, and I will show you guys what it looks like, and I'll also give you guys my honest review of, what this is giving, okay? All right, so here we go. Alright, so this is the cooking instructions here. Can you guys see that? Let me see if I can get a better angle. Okay, that's better. So, stovetop skillet. I'm going to be using a wok. We're going to heat the meat for approximately 15 to 20 seconds. And then we basically assemble it. So, this is not rocket science. For those of you who are calorie counters, here's your information, okay? But don't come over here ruining my party. I'm just here to eat. I don't give a damn about the calories. So there's all the information on the back. Let me open this up really quick. We're going to do unpacking so you guys can actually see what the contents look like. Let me hover over this barcode for you too, so you guys can, scan that if you want to. But again, this came from Sam's Club. All right. Okay, see? They have it right here on the back. Add your own lettuce, tomato, red onion, cucumbers, parsley, lemon juice. Listen, you're gonna get some lettuce and some tomato up out of me. I ain't got no time for no red onion, cucumbers, parsley, lemon juice, or dill. Lettuce, tomato, and done. Okay, so this is what it looks like once you've opened it. I've taken the wrapper off so far, just this little cardboard packaging. This is what we have. Now listen, already, I can tell you, I don't know how this is gonna be enough for, first of all, the size of these pitas, yeah, these are not full size gyros. These are probably like about maybe 3/4 of the size, maybe a little smaller, of the average gyro, so a little smaller. So maybe we will be able to get 6. These are like taco size. Okay, so if you're familiar with a taco, this is about the size of a taco. Excuse me. So let me open it up a little bit more. Let's take the plastic lid off. Show you guys everything that's in here. So we have our feta cheese. We have our, let me set the tzatziki sauce next to the gyro, so maybe that'll give you guys some idea of scale. So that's what comes in it. So you get 5 things. You get, well, yeah, 5 things. You get your feta cheese, you get your gyro meat, you get your tzatziki sauce, and your fire feta sauce, as well as your pitas. All right, so that's what we're working with. Okay, so here's the wok. I'm gonna be cooking it in. Listen, I'm not sure what culinary laws I am violating by making a gyro, a euro, in a wok, but you know, we're gonna call this fusion cooking. What you see right there is actually some water, some residual water from me washing out my wok. I got this wok from Amazon. It has a wooden handle. Listen, I cook everything in this wok now. I wish I had the link because I would certainly post it for you guys, but let me show you the brand. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. I believe it says Anadur. Is that a D or an L? Yeah, I think it says Anadur. So that's the wok that I have. I got this off of Amazon last Christmas, and it is the best thing. I make every single thing you can think of in this wok. So today, we're gonna make our gyros right here in this wok, and it's getting nice and toasty, as you can see. All right, so we're adding our meat into the wok. I'm gonna try to add enough for 2, maybe 3. Okay. More. A little bit more. Okay. Alright, so that's going to be enough for 3, at least I think so. So we're going to turn this on low. Let you guys get up and personal. I am going to grab my silicone spatula. Silicone. You know what drives me crazy on YouTube? When I see people cooking with forks and metal utensils in their non-stick cookware. It is like nails across the chalkboard. I try not to judge, but listen people, it is 2022. If you do not have silicone utensils for your flatware, your cookware, then you're doing this all wrong. So we're just gonna move this around slightly. We got it on a medium-low heat. There is no oil in here. Again, this is going to render off its own oil, so I don't feel like I need to add any oil to this. So we're just going to go ahead and let this cook on a medium-low temperature. Alright, so while that's cooking, I am going to stop the video here and go ahead and cut up my lettuce and tomato so we can have that ready. Alright, so as you can see, it's been about maybe 2 minutes and the meat is pretty much done. So what I'm going to do now, in order to save time and dishes, because even though I love to eat, I hate to clean, we're going to take this residual fat, we're going to drop our pitas in here, and we're going to use that to warm those up. Listen, 1 skillet. One and done, people. So we're going to give those a couple of minutes to get nice and toasty. I think I may actually put the lid on top of here while these are heating up so we can trap some of that heat in here and help them to cook up faster. So we have 2 pitas, we have our gyro meat, and I dropped one of my pitas, you guys, so we only have 5, which I think will actually work out in our benefit because, again, these are not very big. But I believe that you may be able to slice these open. No, I don't think you can slice these open. That was wishful thinking, so no. Forget what I was about to say. Anyhow, we're going to let these heat up for about maybe 2 or 3 minutes and go back to cutting up our lettuce and tomato. Okay, so our lettuce and tomato have been chopped. I did forget one ingredient though. Look what we have here. Look at that. So these are banana peppers, so we're going to add some of those to our gyro as well. All right, so I'm gonna take you guys back over to the skillet so you can see what that's looking like. All right, so here we are. These have been in here for about maybe a minute. As you can see, they're heating up pretty good. The meat is pretty much done. The meat is really already done. You're really just reheating it. So I turned this on to pretty much a low heat, and I'm just feeling the texture of this and waiting for it to feel soft and malleable, and then that's when I'll stop it. So we're gonna give this about another minute, and then we will assemble our gyro, and I will give you guys my opinion of how good it tastes or how bad it tastes. So stay tuned. All right, so here we go with our pita. We got that all nice and toasty. Looks delicious. All right, so the first thing I want to do is add some of the fire tzatziki sauce to this. So give me just a second here. So we're gonna add some of this fire feta sauce, not tzatziki. So let's add that. Give me just 1 second here. We have our fire feta sauce on. That's what that's looking like. We're going to add now, let's do our feta. So we'll have feta and feta. You know what, actually let's do some lettuce. So now we have our lettuce on there. Let's add a couple of tomatoes. Are you guys a fan of tomatoes? I love feta cheese. I'm just a fan of the Greek flavor profiles in general. I can eat olives like they're, I don't know, chocolate. So I love, artichokes and spinach and garlic and, olive oil and, all those good Greek Mediterranean flavors. So, all right, so we got a couple of tomatoes on here. The next thing I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna add my feta. So let's sprinkle some of that on here. And I'm a huge fan of feta. I love feta cheese. So I'm gonna get a little generous with this feta. Don't judge me, people. All right, so we got our feta there. Perfect. And now I'm going to grab a fork so I can grab some peppers. Or maybe I won't grab a fork. I'll just grab this little mini spatula that I have here. All right, you see that mini spatula? Gonna grab that and put some of these delicious banana peppers on our gyro. You guys notice how I've just started calling it the gyro? Like, listen, you know what I'm talking about. So, all right, so we got that there. So we got our banana peppers. Listen, if you're vegetarian, this is a meal right here, right? For those folks who are vegan, maybe not, but if you're vegetarian, listen, this is a meal in itself. Maybe you could grab like some buca crumbles or something like that, or maybe some of those vegan chicken strips, and you, listen, it's a party. So we got that. If I were doing this and I were vegetarian, I would probably sprinkle some olive oil and maybe a little bit of oregano, some lemon juice on it, and then, maybe a little bit of crushed sea salt. That's just me. All right, so the last thing that we need to do is add the meat and also the tzatziki sauce. All right, so we gotta get that and we gotta get our meat. So I'll be right back. All right, so we've added our meat. And this is looking delicious. I love how you can see all of the seasonings and herbs. Look at that. Let me go in close for you guys. It smells delicious too. All right, so let's add some tzatziki, and then I'm gonna come back and give you guys my opinion. Okay, so here is our gyro fully assembled. You can see all of those ingredients on there. Look at that. I tried to clean the plate off some, so if you guys see some smears, it's just me trying to, have a better presentation, but it didn't work as much as I wanted it to. But this is what it looks like. It looks delicious. I'm sure, how can you make a bad gyro, right? So, all right, let me give you guys the final verdict on this Sam's Club gyro meal kit. Do you see that bite? Do you see see the size of that bite. It is so good. It's so delicious. It tastes exactly like a gyro. I mean, I'm completely satisfied. I give this 10 out of 10. My only criticism for those of you out there who may be, you know, very condiment oriented, they are a little light on the tzatziki and the fire feta sauce. I wish they gave you more sauce, but outside of this is a win. So I'm definitely gonna add this to my repertoire. And like I was saying earlier, if you think about the cost of a gyro out at a restaurant, $13 is what you pay for a single one. Now, I don't know if you can get 6. You can probably get 6 very emaciated. Is it PC for me to say emaciated? 6 very thin gyros out of it, but I don't know, 6, I mean 5 maybe, you know, but 6 is a stretch. But here we are. If you have a Sam's Club membership, definitely try this out. I'm telling you, you will not regret it if you are a gyro lover. But even if you're not a sandwich lover, I can see this maybe with just taking the meat and the lettuce and the feta and the sauce and maybe putting it over brown rice, or maybe adding it to a salad. So many different options that you have here, or maybe basmati rice. But yes, again, run, do not walk. Try this, it is absolutely delicious. Alright, so that is going to conclude today's video. I do want to say thank you once again for joining me on Lost in Austin. Be sure to do me a huge favor, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you guys again in my next video. Have a great day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will see you guys again in the next video. Keep a good girl down. So I am back to close out the video. But just keep that in mind when you're considering orders. Don't just consider the amount, also consider the distance. Those are going to be your most important variables. Speaking of earnings, I wanted to show you guys exactly what I've been earning over the week. As you can see, at the current week, I'm at $278+. We'll see whether or not I do something on Sunday. On Saturday, I did only one order. I did one order. The order we've actually just watched right now, and that order was for $12. It actually turned into a $16 order because there was an additional tip that was applied later. But after that, I wasn't really feeling the orders that were coming through. So again, if I don't feel it, I simply don't do it. I saw that Instacart has been doing this thing where they're combining batches. So a lot of the batches were like really bad orders combined with really good orders. So in order to get the good order, you had to take a bad order. And who has time for that? I don't. So I didn't take them. But in spite of that, the earnings are still pretty substantial. As you can see, I'm earning about an average of $250 a week. You know, 4 weeks in a month, that's about $1,000 worth of supplemental income in your budget, $12,000 over the year. So listen, get out there, give it a shot if you're interested. I'm going to go ahead and close this video out. Again, I thank you for watching.